Not all the votes have been counted yet, but it appears that Janet Mills is Maine's governor again. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. We'll take a look at what's happening with the race in Maine's 2nd Congressional District. And we've got new information on some of the other local races and issues. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories coming up. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Hey, Susan. Happy Wednesday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Luigi and Fredericks across from Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. All right, let's get things rolling here. A storm craft advisory is up until Friday morning at 7 a.m. So we're going to be watching out for some high surf that will continue to remain a little active, though, as we have that cold front moving out towards sea. And, of course, we're watching Nicole across parts of Florida as well. But here we are, though, at this point. We are watching some clear skies relatively, maybe a few passing clouds as well. But a beautiful day on the way with temperatures. That'll be rather nice as well. Maybe a little bit cool, but nothing too ridiculous. But we're going to be watching high pressure that's going to be right overhead. We'll have to wait a few days for our next round of active weather to move in. A few clouds on the way later on tonight. Those will become partly to mostly cloudy in a few spots. Any precipitation will stay farther off toward our north. The winds won't be a huge shield. Stay kind of switching directions in a few spots at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. But more gusts tomorrow, especially along the coast, reaching up around 15 miles per hour, maybe even 20 miles per hour at times. So for today, upper 40s, that's around average for this time of the year, with a mostly sunny sky and the wind overall looking nice and calm. Tonight, they start to pick up just a little bit. Upper 30s, partly cloudy sky, south wind up to 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe a few higher gusts along the coast. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, upper 50s, maybe lower 60s, noticeably warmer. Partly cloudy with that southwest wind up to 5 to 10 miles per hour. Again, a few higher gusts are possible. Hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period, temperatures in the 40s before we start cooling off. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. Election Day 2022 is now part of history, and it's becoming clear who will lead our state for the next few years. We won't know the official results until all the votes are counted, but we're getting a good idea of who won the top races. By the time election night was over, it became clear that Governor Janet Mills will be returning to the Blaine House. It appears that Jared Golden will also be returning to Washington, although ranked choice voting may come into play in that race because it is still so close. For the gubernatorial race, Janet Mills has been reelected as governor. Janet Mills has 321,974 votes. Paul LePage, 246,466 votes. Sam Hunkler, 10,847 votes. Governor Mills watched the election results come in from southern Maine, where she addressed her very happy supporters.
Tonight would not have been possible without the thousands of Maine people who supported this campaign, who volunteered to make calls and knock on doors, who convinced their family and friends to vote in this midterm election. You put your whole heart into this race, and I'm forever grateful for the time and talents you've given, and from the bottom of my heart, I thank every one of you.
In Maine's 2nd Congressional District, the race is still too close to call. Congressman Jared Golden currently is leading that race, but because he doesn't have that 50% majority, it looks like it will end up being decided by ranked choice voting. 82% of the votes counted as of 11:36 this morning. Jared Golden with 129,535 votes, 117,692 for Bruce Poliquin. Tiffany Bond has 18,313 votes. Total write-in candidates was 308. A representative from Jared Golden's campaign spoke to supporters as the polls closed across the state.
He doesn't seek the limelight. He's not in it for that. He's in it to do the work for his constituents. And well, I like to say he's a workhorse, not a show horse. And the citizens of this district really appreciate that.
Congressman Golden also released a statement this morning saying the current state of the race is very encouraging. I'm humbled by the support we're seeing from around the district. At this point, we're continuing to maintain around a 4-point lead over Bruce Poliquin. In the event there is an instant runoff scenario, I expect it to strengthen my margin of victory. Bruce Poliquin called it a night at around 11 o'clock last night. He thanked his supporters for helping him in a very tight race.
Yeah, we're telling them it's razor thin. No, this is really close. This is one of the true swing districts in the country. About 25 of these districts in the country. This is very close, yeah. We'll see where it all goes. We'll regroup in the morning, right? Thanks, everybody. Thanks to the press, too, for being here. Appreciate you folks covering this. Good night, everybody.
Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, we'll take a look at a very sweet way some students voted. We'll be right back.
However you spend your day, spend it in style. At Label Shopper, you'll find designer brands for 30 to 70% less than department stores. With prices this low, you can grab all your favorite styles.
Label Shopper, great clothes, great prices.
We're no football players.
But we do know a lot about Medicare.
So why call some out-of-state 800 number
when help is right here at home?
Listen to what these people have to say.
My insurance kept going up and up and up and up.
I could never have navigated through the loopholes.
Gave me all my options and signed me up with what I needed within an hour.
Senior Planning Center was a lifesaver for us.
Oh, by the way,
we represent most Medicare health plans.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Winning car accident cases is what we do. I injured my back and they got me $300,000. What did the twos do for you?
Lowry & Associates got me $700,000.
We win for you.
Call 222-2222.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It appears Democrats will be holding on to their power in Augusta. According to the latest numbers, Democrats will claim 77 of the 151 seats in the House. They'll also hold a 22 to 13 seat advantage in the Maine Senate. Looking at local races and issues that were decided by voters, MSAD 49 residents of Albion, Benton, Clinton, and Fairfield voted on whether to approve a state-funded elementary school for grades 3 through 6 that would be located in Benton. If it's rejected, another school district gets the opportunity to get a new school. So far, we have results for 3 towns. 282 residents of Albion voted yes, 749 voted no, 1,602 residents of Fairfield voted in favor, 1,098 voted no. In Clinton, there were 830 yes votes and 630 no votes. Bar Harbor voters approved a measure that could change tourism in their town. The measure caps the number of cruise ship passengers getting off ships and entering the town at 1,000 a day. In Herman, residents approved money for track and football improvements at Pottle Field. In Levant, voters approved $900,000 for the purchase of a new fire truck there. In Bangor, city councilors, voters there chose 3 people to serve on the city council. Kara Joy Pelletier, Daniel Tremble, and Richard Fournier were the winners. And residents of Jonesport have approved a measure that will allow the sale of liquor Monday through Saturday in their town. It passed 431 to 160. The Cross Insurance Center stayed busy all day as residents came by to do their civic duty. Many of the voters we spoke to were enthusiastic about casting their ballots.
I have never missed a voting opportunity since I was 18.
It's just a great way to start the day and get it out of the way before we head off and do everything else.
Why did you want to come out and vote today?
Because voting is the right thing to do.
Voter turnout appeared to be very high at polling places around the state, even after some communities saw record numbers of absentee and early voters leading up to Election Day. Now to the latest on the 2022 national midterm election. Key races across the country remain at razor-thin margins. As the ballot count continues, control of Congress remains on the line. ABC's Justin Finch is tracking the details from Capitol Hill.
A major win overnight. ABC News projecting Democrat John Fetterman as the winner of Pennsylvania's open Senate seat.
I never expected that we were going to turn these red counties blue. And tonight, that's why I'll be the next U.S. Senator from Pennsylvania.
Fetterman's fitness for office questioned after suffering a stroke last spring. The lieutenant governor now defeating Trump-backed Republican Mehmet Oz after mega endorsements from Oprah, former President Obama, and President Biden. The Pennsylvania pickup seen as key for Democrats in a battle for control of the Senate chamber. Candidates in other key Senate races still hopeful they will pull out wins.
We always knew that this race would be close. And so here, that's where we are.
Senate Democrat Raphael Warnock locked in a neck-and-neck race for re-election against Republican challenger Herschel Walker.
If you can hang in there a little bit longer.
If neither Walker nor Warnock gets 50%, they will face a runoff election next month.
It is clear that we are going to take the House back.
Republicans predicting a red wave on election night, but ABC's John Carl says results are bearing out otherwise.
It's nowhere near the night they thought they were going to have, and it's not a certainty that they're going to take the House back.
And exit polling shows young voters have been decisive in this election, overwhelmingly backing Democrat candidates in House races and largely choosing abortion over the economy as their top issue. And in that crucial Georgia Senate race, they're backing Democrat Raphael Warnock. On Capitol Hill, I'm Justin Finch, ABC News.
Before their parents cast their votes, some children in Hamden were also considering the elections. The Highland preschoolers were asked to use their taste buds to determine the winner. Our Jody Hersey explains.
It's a Sugar Bear election day, and we are voting for our favorite Teddy Grahams. We're voting for chocolate chip, honey, and chocolate.
Every year on Election Day, the students at Highland Preschool get the chance to enter the voting booth and weigh in on a race unlike any other. Which Teddy Graham flavor is the best?
All of them.
All of them? Well, which was your most favorite?
Chocolate.
Why was that your favorite?
It just was.
The 15 students in class taste test each and every flavor before casting a colored ballot in the ballot box.
Oh, it's very important because they see their moms and dads going off to the voting booths, and it's a great introduction to the election process.
At the end of the school day, all the votes were tallied.
Thank you for voting, sir. Would you like a sticker? All right, it says, I voted today. Thank you for doing your civic duty. You make sure and tell mom and dad to vote today too, okay?
The results were undisputable. The chocolate-flavored Teddy Graham won by a landslide in a race where ranked choice voting wasn't needed. In Hamden, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
After the break, someone's dream came true. There was a lucky Powerball winner. We'll find out more when we return.
If you were hurt because of exposure to the toxic water at Camp Lejeune, Congress has made it possible for you to recover a settlement. Former Marine attorney James Beardsley wants to help you.
Call now to see if you qualify. Call 222-2222.
Tesoro Italian Restaurant serves Bangor's best pizza, pasta, and sandwiches. Dine in or take out. Located in downtown Bangor, across from the library. Open Tuesday through Sunday, 3 to 9, and for lunch at 11, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come in and taste what everybody's talking about.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Have both Medicare and Medicaid? Now's the time to explore your options and choose the coverage that's right for you. Choose a plan that offers you more benefits at no additional cost. Millions of members turn to WellCare for benefits and services that go beyond basic Medicare. and help them lead better, healthier lives. Choose a plan with zero or low monthly premiums, co-pays, and deductibles. And with WellCare, you don't just pay less, you get more. More dental with comprehensive coverage, including dentures and crowns. More vision and hearing with an eyewear allowance and hearing aids. Plus prescription drug coverage with $0 preferred generics and free home delivery. Call us at 1-877-267-8416 to speak to a friendly licensed representative and request a free all-in-one guide. There's no obligation. We're here to help you review your options to see if a WellCare plan is the right decision for you. WellCare has a large network of quality doctors and specialists. Plus, we offer PPOD SNPs with the freedom and flexibility to choose your preferred provider in some areas. Enjoy free over-the-counter healthcare items and free groceries with a healthy food card. Plus, free transportation to doctors and pharmacies and free meals delivered to your home. Get convenient access to care with our telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a free gym membership with online classes. WellCare is a leader in government-sponsored health care. It has been serving those with Medicare, Medicaid, and prescription drug for more than 35 years. Call now. We're here to answer your questions and even assist enrolling you over the phone. Choose the company that puts your health first. WellCare. Medicare done well. Call now and get a free copy of our all-in-one guide. 1-877-267-8416.
Forehead thermometers offer an easier way to take one's temperature, but they might not be for everyone. ABC's Justin Finch explains.
New research is shedding light on racial differences that make some medical devices less accurate on darker skin. In a new study, researchers at Emory University studied more than 4,000 hospitalized, potentially infected patients. Temperature measurements were compared using an oral or forehead thermometer. The researchers discovered the forehead thermometers were 36% less likely to identify fever in darker-skinned patients compared to oral thermometers. No difference was identified while using either thermometer in white patients. This information can help you or your medical provider choose the most accurate way to take your temperature with this Medical Minute. I'm Justin Finch, ABC News.
For the latest on what's happening in Hollywood, here's ABC's Matt Wolf.
Show them.
Wakanda Week continues as Marvel Studios' much-anticipated Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, is set to open Friday. The original Black Panther was released back in 2018, grossing over $1 billion worldwide and won 3 Academy Awards. The sequel spotlighting new faces, new enemies, and the absence of its star Chadwick Boseman, who died before filming started. At the premiere, Denai Guerrera, who plays Okoye, told us the film is a tribute to Boseman's impact and legacy.
What I can say is the work and the love and the focus of it, and really the focus of the narrative and how it was really put together and how we then gave all we could with the roles we had in it. It was all about honoring him. So that's what I can tell you. The rest you'll see on the screen.
Marvel and ABC News are both owned by parent company Disney. And another Stranger Things alumni making news, producer Sean Levy, who also directed Free Guy, The Adam Project, and the upcoming Deadpool 3 with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, may be heading to a galaxy far, far away. Variety reporting he's in early talks to direct a new Star Wars film. And Lou Ferrigno, TV's original Incredible Hulk, is 71. Matt Wolf, ABC News, New York.
Now to the Powerball jackpot. Someone bought a ticket in Southern California, and they're the newest billionaire. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the details.
A winner has been announced in the largest Powerball jackpot in history, making someone out there a billionaire. Powerball officials saying the winning ticket was sold in the Southern California town of Altadena. All 6 numbers matched. This was the 41st drawing, the jackpot reaching a whopping $2.04 billion. This coming after a glitch Monday night.
Because of a technical problem tonight, we are unable to bring you the Powerball drawing at this time.
Organizers say the delay was due to a participating lottery needing extra time to complete the required security protocols.
We've never in lottery history anywhere in the U.S. had a jackpot this high. Who doesn't want to have a little chance and dream big?
Odds of winning the record-breaking jackpot, 1 in 292 million. One lucky person in Colorado took home $50,000 from the Powerball drawing this weekend.
10,000 of it's going to my kid's college fund. This pretty much makes it so he will not have to have student loans, which is excellent. The rest we're going to put into retirement investments.
Now, if that one winner decides to take the lump sum, it's $997.6 million in cash. Experts highly recommend hiring a financial advisor to help manage this life-changing moment.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
I grew up in Madawaska, Maine. I am a college student. I really like the credit union shared branching because it's just like I'm going into my local credit union. The services they have are easy to use. You can do anything from your phone, and it's a place I can feel comfortable. It just makes me feel like I'm home.
This Veterans Day, join Fox ABC Maine as we salute and honor our veterans. Are you an active, inactive, or retired member of the armed services? Do you know someone who is? Then upload your photos on foxbangor.com/Maine Heroes. We will randomly select as many veterans as possible to win a gift card. Locally sponsored by Coastal Auto Parts, Complete Tire Service Incorporated, Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio, and Edwards Brothers Supermarkets.
You can shop for the holidays at Lighthouse Gallery in downtown Bugsport. Lighthouse Gallery has the works of more than 60 Maine artists exhibited for sale in a light-filled, relaxing gallery. Jewelry made from nature, pearlwood vases, photography, oil, watercolor, pastel, and acrylic paintings with affordable prices that will support our local artists while providing unique holiday gifts. Lighthouse Gallery also sells art supplies and invites you to their community gathering room with a beautiful view of Penobscot Bay. Lighthouse Gallery, open year-round in downtown Bugsport.
Napa knows how to stay warm, and with 29 locations in Maine, Coastal Auto Parts has just what you need to prepare for any outdoor activity. Lightweight, durable, and designed for comfort, Milwaukee's heat-on-demand jackets and hoodies are perfect for cold weather. And stay warm even longer with a free battery when you purchase any M12 heated gear with Milwaukee's e-rebate program. And while you're here, sign up for Napa Rewards. You'll save more each time you shop. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
In a small town like this, you got to take care of each other.
It's Alicia Netto, Mikes and Sons.
When Matt and I were buying this store, the credit unions found a way to do it for us.
They don't look at us as a number.
If something is even remotely possible, they find a way to get it done.
So I've got a question for you. Around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, do you get a bit jittery thinking about what you're going to make for dinner? If you do, you're not alone. As a matter of fact, 80% of Americans are in the same boat. So to help you out, we're sharing a fill-you-up casserole that's comforting and easy to whip up. The first thing we're going to do is saute some boneless, skinless chicken breasts that we cut into half-inch chunks. Once these are cooked through, we turn off the heat and add some chicken broth, a bit of prepared gravy, a bunch of fresh sliced mushrooms, frozen peas, some pimentos that we've drained, and last but not least, some quick cooking rice. After giving this a stir, we pour it into a casserole dish and cover it and pop it into the oven to let all the flavors meld together. Once it's bubbling hot, ring the dinner bell or just call the troops to the table any way you can, 'cause dinner's ready. Maybe team this up with a salad and some crusty bread for a meal that'll warm you up from the inside out. To get your hands on this stress-free recipe for our classic scallop chicken, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an all-American way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
We've got another sunny day. Let's check in with Devin Biggs to see how long it will last. Devin?
Alrighty, happy Wednesday afternoon. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices. With locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Small craft advisory up until 7 a.m. on Friday. We have a system that continues to track away from us, and it keeps stirring up the ocean, which is why the surf continues to remain a little high along the coast. But taking a look at the radar right now, on land, we're looking really good with high pressure right overhead. Temperatures a little low today, the upper 40s, which is about normal for this time of the year. That's close to our average high. But with high pressure right there, our next system located right about in here. This is going to be tracking off towards the east, and this will equal our next round for precipitation coming up, especially as we head towards the weekend. But here we are, though. This is Tropical Storm Nicole moving toward Florida. I haven't had to talk about this in a while, especially in November. That's kind of rare, right? But here we are, though. 70 miles per hour, a tropical storm moving towards the west-southwest at 13 miles per hour. So hurricane warning is up just close to Florida and near Florida as well. So many areas will be dealing with some issues, though, as this thing is expected to intensify into a Category 1 hurricane. It'll make landfall and then kind of stay over land and track to the north and east as an extratropical system. It has a projected path getting close to us, so we might get something from this system as it moves in our direction. We'll have to wait till next week to see what it does. But moving forward, though, again, the wind's not too bad today, but by tomorrow, a little bit of a different story with some gusty winds reaching out around 15, maybe 20 miles per hour in a few areas. That'll happen overnight tonight and in parts of the daytime tomorrow. The wave heights are up in a few spots, although close to the shore, we're not too bad, around 1, maybe a few feet higher than in some spots, but 4 to 7 feet, even 11 feet further out towards some of the buoys out towards sea. But meanwhile, though, our average high is 49 degrees. We'll reach for the upper 40s today, maybe a couple degrees cooler, but not too bad, right? We'll be in the upper 50s on Thursday, lower 60s Friday, back in the mid-60s as we head towards your Saturday before we start cooling off Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So moving forward, though, a lot of sunshine. Say more clouds moving in later in the day. We'll be under a partly to maybe mostly cloudy sky in a few areas later on tonight. It does show some precipitation. This will stay further off towards the north, so we're staying dry tonight with a good amount of sunshine away for the daytime tomorrow. Just a few passing clouds. Again, no precipitation to worry about tomorrow at all. So a forecast for today, upper 40s, not too bad, mostly sunny, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tonight, upper 30s becoming partly cloudy. That south wind getting up to 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, upper 50s to lower 60s, partly cloudy. Southwest wind up to 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight and tomorrow's forecast could see some higher gusts in the wind department at times. Scott's Recreation extended forecast for your Friday will be mostly cloudy, which is Veterans Day as well. Highs in the lower 60s. Rain moves in Friday night into Saturday. Saturday's high in the mid 60s and upper 40s to lower 50s on Sunday with a mostly cloudy sky.
Thank you, Devin. A new study says a key psychedelic compound found in some types of mushrooms could help treat depression. Psilocybin, a naturally occurring ring compound found in magic mushrooms, can reduce depression symptoms. Researchers in London studied the data of 233 people who were unsuccessfully treated by 2 antidepressants. Volunteers given 3 different dosages were administered in trial groups. They found that using this compound could have benefits for patients struggling with depression. The researchers now want larger trials with more participants and use placebos to confirm results further. A study says a key ingredient used to make beer could help prevent a dreaded aging disease. A study funded by the government in Italy says hops, a flowering plant used to help beer's fruity and bittering flavoring, can help prevent Alzheimer's disease. The scientists say hops has compounds that prevent harmful proteins from clumping in the brain. Research showed one particular hops used in lagers and light ales had the most success in preventing Alzheimer's issues. The scientists were cautious to say their research doesn't encourage more beer drinking. Actor Chris Evans gets a new accolade. People magazine crowned Evans this year's Sexiest Man Alive. The 41-year-old is best known for his role as Captain America in the Marvel superhero movies. Evans reacted to the news by saying, "My mom will be so happy." He succeeds fellow Marvel alum Paul Rudd for his Sexiest Man Alive title. And Netflix is thinking of adding live sports to its platform. A report by the Wall Street Journal says Netflix is exploring investments in live sports broadcasting and has recently bid for streaming rights to sports leagues. The report also says Netflix is discussing bidding for events, including cycling competitions. The data says Netflix executives have considered buying lower-profile leagues to avoid mounting costs for bidding for sports rights. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Beth Jones and Peter Dubois on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.
On election night, Eastern Maine turned to us for Maine Decides 2022.
As the votes were being counted and the winners announced, we brought you there.
Tonight would not have been possible without the thousands of Maine people who supported this campaign, who volunteered to make calls and knock on doors, who convinced their family and friends to vote in this midterm election.
On air and online.
You can count on ABC 7 and Fox 22.
You're watching ABC 7.